Dianne Reeves' musical journey was shaped in her childhood. She lost her father, a singer and serviceman, to cancer when she was 2. Her mother, Veda, a pediatric nurse, decided on a move from Detroit to Denver to be near family. And her grandmother Denverado, Aunt Mary Beth, and sister Sharon helped instill a sense of determination and the gift of music. As a teenager, the singer found early support from her uncle, Charles Burrell, an acclaimed jazz bassist as well as a bass player with the Denver Symphony Orchestra. Burrell nurtured her nascent talent, exposing her to the world of jazz vocalists, upright pianos, and sheet music. Participating in one of Denver's first busing programs, Reeves attended Hamilton Junior High in southeast Denver. Music teacher Benny Williams heard her singing in the hallway and invited her to join the school's choir, then organized a concert to show how music cut across racial boundaries. Reeves got on stage for the first time and ended up singing a solo, discovering the power of her voice. Committing to music at George Washington High School, Reeves was singing in a jazz ensemble, the choir, and a madrigal group when she got her first big break. Her high school jazz band won a citywide competition in 1973 and traveled to Chicago to perform at the National Association of Jazz Educators Convention. Her performance there made such an impression on noted jazz trumpeter Clark Terry that he asked her to sing with his all-star band on a summer tour, including Dick Gibson's Colorado Jazz Party at the Broadmoor Hotel in Colorado Springs. She also performed with the Denver Symphony Orchestra. During her high school years, Reeves also performed at a local club called the Tool Shed, the downstairs counterpart of a much larger club called the Warehouse. With a scholarship to the University of Colorado at Denver, she spent a year in a burgeoning jazz program under the direction of Dr. William Fowler. Eager to enter another phase of her life, she moved to Los Angeles in 1976. At the time, the music industry was caught up with disco fever, but Reeves, blessed with a 3 1/2 octave vocal range, impeccable intonation, and unique phrasing abilities, was undaunted.
I said, don't I hate to see that evening sun go down. Oh, because my baby, Lord, he ain't around.
She toured with keyboardist Eduardo Del Barrio's Latin fusion group, Caldera, came to public attention with pianist-composer Billy Child's experimental jazz outfit Night Flight, and accompanied Brazilian piano virtuoso Sergio Mendes on an 18-month world tour. In the early 1980s, Reeves moved to New York and shared stages with Harry Belafonte, the king of calypso. Reeves was one of the first artists on producer-writer Herb Wong's independent label, Palo Alto Jazz Records. Reeves' music was rooted in the jazz vocal tradition of Carmen McRae, Ella Fitzgerald, and Sarah Vaughan. But a diversity of styles and influences, African, Brazilian, Caribbean music, gospel and R&B, classic and contemporary pop standards took precedence. The first vocalist signed to the newly activated Blue Note Records, Reeves made her debut for the label in 1987, working with producer George Duke, her cousin. His new arrangement of her single, Better Days, crossed over to the R&B charts. Reeves released 7 albums in the 1990s that exhibited her penchant for crossing musical boundaries. In 1991, she earned her first Grammy nomination for I Got It Bad and That Ain't Good, the Duke Ellington Standard, and she performed a show-stopping tribute to Carmen McRae at the 1993 NAACP Image Awards. Reeves could have sought a higher-profile career elsewhere, but she moved her base of operations back to Denver in 1992, after years away from home. The relocation helped give birth to Art and Survival. She co-wrote 7 of the cuts on the album, including Endangered Species, a declaration of cultural acceptance and self-worth.
I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim songs. I am a woman.
In the new millennium, Reeves rose to the top echelon of jazz singers, garnering acclaim, recognition, and commercial power. She received the Grammy for Best Jazz Vocal Performance for 3 consecutive recordings, a first in any vocal category. Her 2000 release, In the Moment, live in concert, for 2001's The Calling, celebrating Sarah Vaughan, and in 2003 for A Little Moonlight, a lush set of ballads. She appeared throughout George Clooney's 2005 film Good Night and Good Luck and performed every song on the soundtrack.
Good night and good luck.
Darling, don't be wise. Keep your eyes on me.
Winning her 4th Best Jazz Vocal Grammy. Beautiful Life was the winner of the 2015 Grammy for Best Jazz Vocal Album.
Now here I
In
go.
recent years, Reeves has performed in a variety of contexts, including Sing the Truth, a musical celebration of Nina Simone, and multiple appearances at the White House. Her fan base stretches from New York to London to Berlin to Brazil to Japan. And after prolonged periods of intense touring, Reeves is creatively revitalized during breaks at home in Big Sky, Denver.
You're driving me crazy. What did I do to you?